Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Secrets of Strixhaven Draft here on the channel. Huge thanks to Wizards for the free preview access to this event so I could get this recorded early. If you are interested in an overview style video with top comments, archetype overviews, things like that, you can find that on my channel in my draft guide. But our pack, our rare, not my favorite, not like a rare that I think is unplayable, but it's not a great one. Sack 2 lands, get 4 lands. If you're trying to play like a 5-color deck, it can go like get all of your splashes, but not my card I want to first pick. Similarly, Arcane Omens, not a card that I really want to like commit to because for starters, going 5-color right off the bat is a bit risky, and also this card doesn't seem like a crazy payoff even for that. I think I'm just going to take a Braid. Really nice, 2 mana, deal 3, or kill an artifact. Flexible. Fits into either of the red decks in the format, which would be red-white, which is like a graveyard-based, kind of mid-rangey deck, or red-blue, which is like an instants and sorceries themed spells deck. So just a great card for any of those. I also think Aberrant Mana Worm can do some cool stuff, but it kind of wants to go into an aggressive green deck, and a lot of the green decks aren't the most aggressive, so keep that in mind. And then in the commons, I like the Expressive Fire Dancer, I like the Visionary's Dance. Procrastinate's an interesting design, but we'll have to see how it actually plays out. Braid, fine start to a draft. Nothing crazy, but nothing terrible. Okay, so starting off with a Braid follow-up pick. I mean, we could take like Spirit Call Enthusiast. So if a token enters, it gets prepared. Then we can give 1 or 2 target creatures each +2/+2. It's not crazy. Just like there's not a ton of token generation, I don't think. There's a couple cards that make tokens. Like that come to mind. Like there's a red card that makes a couple of spirits. There's some cards that make fractal tokens in blue-green. I'm just thinking of like white cards to make tokens. There's a couple things to make inklings. There's a few cards to make tokens. I think Orisa Tide Choreographer is pretty good though. So I like this one. It's like a mid-game, pretty cheap way to be a 2-mana 2/2 that draws 2. Or like just playing it on turn 5 is fine. Then there's like Wander Off as a kill spell. And there's like Fractal Tender as like a top end guy. I think I might just take the Orisa though. For the main reason being it's 1 color instead of 2 colors like a Fractal Tender would be. And it can fit into the same deck as a Braid, while giving me flexible options to transition to playing blue-green or something like that. Okay, we are seeing some Silver Quill cards here. There's Silver Quill Charm, which is pretty strong. There's also just a lot of white and black cards in general here. This is a pretty good combat trick, or sometimes a kill spell. Send in the Pests, pretty good 2-drop, though I think a little bit better in black-green than black-white. Ennis, the Debate Moderator, is pretty cool. It can be basically like a 2-mana 2/2. And if you are flashing cards back from your graveyard, or things like that, you can make him grow. I think Owlin Historian can be pretty cool in like a red-white deck, maybe. I kind of want to try the Ennis Debate Moderator here. The Flow State's a pretty cool card for blue-red if you can get it to work. But I want to like leave myself options to going into a Silver Quill deck. I'm going to do it the more flexible way by taking Ennis versus taking the Charm. Because this card could still fit into a red-white deck. But I do think that leaving myself open to Silver Quill could be a nice spot. And now we see kind of a lot of Silver Quill cards. Like this card goes into Silver Quill, like a 2-drop that can like drain them a bit. This card's a land for Silver Quill. This is a 2-drop for Silver Quill, 2-drop that can gain flying, surveil. And this card's pretty cool. When you cast a card you don't own, put a counter on each creature you control. How do you do that? You might ask. Well, you can sack another creature you control to exile an instant or sorcery from an opponent's graveyard and cast it this turn and spend mana of any type to cast it. So, pretty interesting card. You sack a creature, but you get back a card by getting instant or sorcery from them. I kind of want to take this. It seems really sweet and very interesting. And in the mid to late game seems like very powerful. Inkling Mascot could also be good. Black-white might be open here. Red-white might be open. We're not seeing... I mean, I think there's some good green cards here. I think Tenured Concoctor is a pretty good one. Just big creature. Vigilance. Hard to deal with. But yeah, let's try the Nita. It's always cool to try the rares too. And now there is a Scolding Administrator. I'll definitely take this. I think black-white's looking kind of open. We see a black-white card here. There's a white removal spell. There's also Cost of Brilliance. And a land for Silver Quill. Micah, Reader of Ruins, is kind of cool. I think if you are building like certain types of decks, you can synergize with this pretty nicely, where you just put a couple artifacts in your deck and then eventually just like randomly double up your spells. There are a few artifacts you could play or some treasure makers. This card's fine. I think we're abandoning our early start, but we were relatively flexible. So like taking the Ennis could have gone into a red-white deck. So if there wasn't like Scolding Administrator, we could take Micah here and still go like Red-white. There's also a Johnny's Response, a very flexible card that could go into red-white or black-white, but I think this card's enough better that I want to try it. Okay, now the best card in the pack is, I think, this Essence Scatter. Duty Beyond Death. Sack a creature. Creatures gain +1/+1 and indestructible. Put a counter on each creature. Can be good in some spots, but I think I'd rather have Rapier Wit if I was going to go that direction. To just target something. It's also Essence Scatter pretty late here. I'm going to take the Essence Scatter. It might not fit with anything I'm doing, but I could see a world where I just transition away from stuff if I don't see it. And I don't think I'm ever going to miss Rapier Wit, really. Okay, now there's Lewin Exchange Student fairly late in the game. So Honor Bound Page. And this 2-drop. I think Lewin's the best card by a lot as well. Doesn't really fit anything I'm doing right now, but I think you can afford to be flexible, because if you find the open school and other players aren't playing it, like if I'm getting pick 7 Lewins, what else am I going to see late? This card would fit best into the black-white deck, but I don't think I'm going to miss that either. Okay. Eager Glyph Mage is probably the pick here. Let's transition back towards a black-white deck. I don't think I'm going to really need Follow the Lumerets. This Lewin was more of a speculative pick. It's very unlikely to make my deck. It's like a 10%er to make the deck, maybe. But it's also like, if there wasn't an Eager Glyph Mage in this pack, I would probably take Follow the Lumerets and try to build a black-green deck or move towards it. A little Fractal Mascot is interesting too. But yeah, the Glyph Mage is just a nice little 4-drop. And then this, what did we wheel? Well, we wheeled Shopkeeper's Bane, which goes with Lewin. Rabid Attack isn't really a card that I love with anything I have going. This card's fine. I don't think red is open. We could try Rabid Attack. Let's just take the Shopkeeper's Bane. I don't think I'm going to miss those other cards. Okay. We did get Spirit Call Enthusiast back. And it does play well with the Eager Glyph Mage. Also, Rapier Wit. There's Hop to it. I don't think Hop to it's crazy, but it would go well with Spirit Call. I'm just going to take the Spirit Call. If I can ever get a token to come into play, like I go that into Glyph Mage, it can work really well. I'm willing to be very flexible early. Ooh, nice little 3-drop for me. Enters Surveil 2. Not crazy, but Surveil 2 is pretty reasonable, so. And then I get a 2-drop. Melancholic Poet over the land. Yeah, I don't think I need the land that much. Getting a 2-drop for my deck, I think, seems a little better. And we got a Johnny's Response back. That's crazy. Archaic last pick. So black-white looks open. Okay, well, we're doing it. This is a very strong card. When you cast it, one that targets a creature, put a counter on each creature you control. I kind of wish I had Hop to it now, but I didn't have this at the time. If I had had this, I would have taken Hop to it over pretty much everything. So we have cut the Essence Scatter, cut the Orisa. This card's kind of cool because it can make a bunch of tokens, but we're not going to splash probably in our black-white deck. This is what we're working with right now. We got 8 cards through pack 1, and we were still staying flexible. So yeah, this is a pretty easy Stirring Hope Singer. Now, Pull from the Grave, not my favorite. I mean, just look at this pack. I mean, this is like Locust Spray, I think, pretty easily. But, like, not a great pack. I mean, this targets something which I like. So, given this situation, it could be like, give -1/-1, also put a counter on this, also drain them for 1. I think this Melancholic Poet pick was pretty reasonable. Getting another 2-drop that fits with our strategy, overtaking the land. But I could see arguments for the land as well. Helps your mana out, makes you lose less games to mana issues. We are going to look for some ways to make tokens, but we're not going to like over-index toward it. It's more of a tiebreaker, but like this sort of card goes well with that. This also plays well with the Hope Singer. So yeah. Hopefully watching that pack 1, you kind of get this idea of like how these staying flexible can work, because like we took a couple of flexible cards. Like this was more flexible to some of our options. Orisa gave us some options. We took like a couple of like Ennis we took should be more flexible. But like we never really were gypping ourselves on power level that much. Like we took these two back to back. There were definitely a few cards that we were kind of being more experimental with in terms of are there likelihood of making our deck. Okay. Don't love this card. Dromedary is pretty good. I think we'll take that. There's this land, but that's not a pretty, like a very, like we aren't trying to splash, so this gets a little bit worse in that case. The Harsh Annotation is not a card I recommend playing, because if you're trying to kill your opponent's creature, giving them a 1/1 is like, especially a flyer, is like a pretty big downside. Like it's substantial. So let's take the Dromedary, give ourselves like a recursive 4-drop that's like annoying to deal with. And like, sure, it's not as good in our deck as it might be in like a red-white deck that can like use it a little bit better for synergies, but still a fine card. Interesting. Do we want Render Speechless or do we want Cheerful Osteomancer? I really want to try Render Speechless, but will it wheel? Like, are we building a more mid-range deck? I don't think we're trying to build a more mid-range deck. I think we want to build a more aggressive deck. This is definitely the more aggressive card, I think. Like, turn 3, Heck Ink Mage, turn 4, this. Take their kill spell. I think I'm just going to try Render Speechless, see how it works. And now there is Wander Off. There's also Stand Up for Yourself. This seems a little bit better. There's a lot of creatures that are going to have power 3 or greater. And killing something for 2 mana versus 4 mana is pretty significant. I would also like this Cost of Brilliance in my deck. But also, 2 mana is huge. Like, if we ever cast this for 2 mana, we're loving life. So, let's just put all of our 2-drops in one spot. I'm really happy we have this Poet right now, because we aren't seeing 2-drops right now. So we have, these are kind of our interactive spells, and these are our curve spells. I would like Wander Off. I would like Cost of Brilliance. I would probably play it on Johnny's Response, but where did it go? Oh, Stand Up for Yourself costs 3 mana. For some reason, I thought it cost 2 mana. That's kind of wild. Here, I think we'll take Masterful Flourish over Honorbound Page. Getting a combat trick, also one that can protect from certain removal spells, seems okay. Now we'll get another 2-drop. We could play some stuff that has graveyard synergies now that we have the Dromedary and this. Like, there could be a white card we see that we're pretty happy playing that just cares about things leaving the graveyard. Okay, a copy of Rapier Wit. Seems good. Stuff that targets is just going to be nice for us. We'll put it in the utility spells pile. Whoa, we wheeled another Lewin. That's crazy. This is a sideboard card. I don't think we want the Lewin, though. I'll just take the Lewin. Maybe we see some crazy green card we want to splash. Rehearsed Debater. Give ourselves another 3-drop. If we only have one token maker, the Debater might be better than the Spirit Call Enthusiast. So we'll make that decision at the end. Just seeing every black-green card under the sun. It's weird because we don't actually have that many black cards. We just see all the black-green cards. Kind of wild. Pack 3, we don't need that many cards. We would like to like make minor upgrades, but we have like some power level. We've got a little bit of synergy stuff. Some targeting things to go with some targeting rewards, but one more card to put into exile this turn. So this card does work with like the Stone Docent. If this gets put into exile, that's helpful. Oh, we wield this guy? Okay. Okay. Oh, this also works with the NS if a card was put into exile. It doesn't have to be our card. That's cute. Do I take Nita number 2? Or do I take like something like Adventurous Eater, which has some synergies? Maybe, I mean, Hop to It would have been so good in this deck. Now that I look at these things, like I have 2 of like mass buff spells. Maybe I just want End Hunt. No, that's target opponent. I want my kill spells to target creatures. Daydream. No, I'll try the Nita. We'll see if it works. We will understand it better after this draft. Having 2 copies, we should get to play it a decent amount. We can probably go to the mid game pretty decently. We do need a couple more 2-drops. Still feeling decent about this Poet pick. I like getting another Scolding Admin guy. That'll be good for us. He kind of wants to be really aggressive, and these cards want to be more mid-rangey, so this might not end up working out the best for us. We can end up just cutting those as well. I don't think we were taking this over anything crazy like a kill spell. We'll get the admin, though. I would like Cost of Brilliance still. Targeting and card draw. Beautiful. Last Gasp. It's crazy that this pack has like 1 black card, 1 white card, and then like 5 red cards. Okay, and a couple blue cards. But yeah, this is a really good card for us. Kill spell, cheap, everything we want. I wonder if the stand up for yourself pick was worth it. I thought it cost 2 mana at the time. I don't know why. I was just probably misreading it or looking at it wrong. Okay, we'll take another Scolding Administrator. It's funny, I said I wasn't going to miss a Rapier's Wit, but now that I have 3 Scolding Administrators, like, I just want literally all of my cards to say target a creature. So, yeah, the Nita's not looking as likely to make the cut here. The Enthusiast, Repel Calamity or this guy. We have a couple things to leave the graveyard. I think we'd rather just get the kill spell. It's cheap. We'll be able to find some use for it. But yeah, the Glyph Mage. The Page is looking pretty good, though. I think the Page is going to be good. We don't have tokens entering. I like this Render Speechless pick, though. Oh, perfect card. Oh my gosh. The Glyph Mage is great. Works with our Spirit Call Enthusiast. Makes it way more likely we can play it. Like, with even 2 token makers is so much better than 1. And then it also just plays really well with cards that buff our whole team. Let's just jam that guy in there. The Dromedary is not looking crazy in our deck. We could Harsh Annotation to be able to kill our own creatures. To make tokens to fuel our guy. Oh, yes. Let's try another Render Speechless here. I'm down. Destroy a tap creature. We already have stuff, but yeah. Yeah, let's take their cards from hand. Let's do it. Okay, another combat trick. Sure. We could have taken this land to splash these Lewins to make more tokens. But this is not a splashy splash deck. This is a combat deck. Combat tricks can be good here, I imagine. I imagine this world where combat tricks are good for us. Oh, Adventurous Eater. Nice. This thing, exile a creature, return it to play. Plays well with Ennis. Do we have any ETBs that are really good? Like, it does target things. But I think we'd rather get the Adventurous Eater as a targeter. Put a counter on a creature. Seems way better. I mean, what are the odds that we draw both of these in the same game? Like the Spirit Call Enthusiast and the Glyph Mage. Like, I don't think I want to play the Enthusiast with just 2 token makers. But yeah, I was very flexible this draft, I feel like. Yeah. The Nita. Maybe we'll play 1 Nita. Ooh, nice. Osteomancer. Over Stargaze. Yeah. Actually, do we want to just go all in? I kind of want to take the Historian so I can play Historian into Render Speechless, put the counters on the Historian. Maybe I'll regret it, but you never know. I'm trying to make my deck... Ooh, perfect Rapier Wit. I think I'm going to make my deck less value-oriented, like cut the 2 Nitas. And then just try to be like all in on being kind of mostly aggressive. And because I think if I play... I mean, Osteomancer's good. But I want to be able to just jam my cards, I think. Don't think I want the annotation. Nita's going to be one we can try out. I'm going to cut the Ajani's response. I've got good combat tricks. Let's cut the Spirit Call Enthusiast. I think with 2 token makers, that's not enough. Rehearsed Debater's not great, but I think we want 3-drop into Render Speechless a lot of the time. Let's cut the Dromedary and then cut a land, because we have like this land cycler. Our curve is pretty low, 2.5 average. And like honor bound page is fine. And we have a couple 3-drops to surveil to help us find lands. These are cantrips. Yeah, let's try it like this. I'm excited to see if we can get some Silver Quill action to be victorious. And as we go into the games, I'd like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you enjoy my videos, you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people of all skill levels while gaining access to cool bonus content like my card-by-card tier list and for my thoughts document, Patreon is the place to go. Special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. Okay, so, well, this is a good hand. 3-drop, 4-drop. With 2-drop to keep us in the mix. I think this is a pretty good example of what a 16 land deck should be. We have no huge mana sinks like X spells or things like that. We have like mostly nickel and dime ways to prevent ourselves from flooding. And we only like really need 3 lands to like play a game successfully. I'm not going to play on full control right now because it's the early access event and I don't want to do anything crazy. I'm not going to kill that. I'm going to try to kill them before they can mill me out successfully. If they're even trying to mill me, they might be milling themselves. Sure. They're not even splashing? That's crazy. I definitely wish they'd played a different 1-drop guy. Or a different early play so I could have killed it. Their plays did play around last gasp pretty well. Like, how many instants and sorcerers are they going to play? I mean, this will be a good check for the exhibition Tidecaller. I'm generally not that afraid of it. I wish I had my 2-drop Menace guy, though. Oh my gosh. You're joking me. That's actually crazy. Okay, so I think I played my 4-drop this turn. If they had a kill spell for this, they would have used it. If they had a bounce spell for this, they wouldn't have, though. Do they have Essence Scatter? Nope. I'm trying not to play around Essence Scatter too much. There is the Punch spell that does 2 to something. Like, they can use it to deal 2 to something. Though they could have done that to kill this guy. They might have it. And just not have thought it was worthy of using it. I want to use this when they're tapped out. Probably this coming turn. Okay, sure. So let's buff up my Vigilance guy. Because that'll make it a 6/6. They did have the bounce spell. They also have knockout maneuver and run behind. Well, that's not good for me. Well, they can't use knockout maneuver on that, so they would have to use their bounce spell on it. fact they have 3 interactive spells. I'm glad I didn't go for this last turn. I feel pretty smart. I could get rid of this. I could also get rid of Knockout Maneuver. They're going to go for Knockout Maneuver next turn. No, they're going to go for Bounce Spell. Let's go for Run Behind. Then we'll try to use Last Gasp in response to their Knockout Maneuver at some point. Crunch in for 6. And also this prevents their hungry guy from getting a counter because they don't have a 4-mana spell to play. Oh man, that's a good hand. That is an annoyingly good hand. They have to bounce my 5/5 probably. Yeah. Gosh, that would have been good. What? Okay. Yeah, so this thing has not really been a factor. Okay. That's annoying. This is where I'm feeling pretty glad that I have my 16 lands instead of 17. Okay, that's annoying. That's going to be really bad for me. I just need to have them not draw a spell. Because this Pensive Professor is going to crush me. So they didn't draw a spell. Of course, I didn't draw a spell either. And meanwhile, they've drawn 6 lands in their deck, including a ramp spell, and just drawn all action. And I'm just flooding out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we're going to go for this. They have a Surveil land, so that's not good for me. They're going to find a spell next turn to get this pensive guy going. Bummer. I needed to draw action there. Yeah, they milled the land. Brutal. This professor is such a problem. Yeah. The cuboid colony. Not good for me. Really terrible, honestly. Oh, this is so bad. They're going to find a 3-drop and just obliterate me. No! We tried. It was hard fought, honestly. We did our best. It's just we did not draw action down the stretch. Yeah, brutal. Okay. Brutal! Oh, man. It sucks when you draw more lands than your opponent in those sorts of spots. I mean, we did draw a lot of cards, but we also, like, ditched a lot of lands to stuff. Or maybe we didn't even ditch them. Maybe we just milled them. Our opponent milled the lands. We did not have a lot of lands in our deck. Then we drew 8 lands. We milled 4 lands. So we had, like, 4 lands left. Brutal. Brutal. That's how it goes. Okay. We'll keep it. It's terrible, though. This is a bad hand. Our deck really needs to have like the way that that game lined up. I mean, not having one of our 2-drop creatures was really bad. Here we're just counting on drawing one of our 3-drops or 2-drops before turn 4. So that we can go turn 3 something, turn 4 this. Also, the fact that their hand was all interactive spells when we played our Render Speechless was super bad for us. It was like, oh my gosh. It was pretty unfortunate. If we draw land, like, if we draw badly, we're going to lose. That's just how the games go. You can't mulligan hands that are 3 spells, both your colors usually. Okay, Landscape Painter, sure. Yeah, that's par for the course. I mean, that's like not a good card to draw here. Oh, man. I don't think we're supposed to mulligan just until we find one of our 2/2 things, but it'd be really funny if they didn't attack, yeah. There's like nothing I can have here. Maybe I'm supposed to Rapier's Wit just to dig for code. That would have been good last turn. Not playing around Essence Scatter. We're behind. When you're behind, you just don't play around anything. That's kind of like a good rule to follow. Like, we're not in good shape. But this 1/1 can trade with the 2/1. If we do find one of our many, many cards that work about targeting stuff, that could be good. Terrafractal, sure. Let's just go this. Tap down this guy. Land. Attack. Play this guy. Seems like a pretty good turn for us. They're playing every color under the sun. Sure. Luckily, we don't care about that. Oh, what a rip. Oh my gosh, what an absolute monstrous draw. Kill this, so now our 3/2's good. We're going to want to kill this thing. And we're going to want to put the counter onto our flyer, so now it can trade with Terrafractal. Oh my gosh, what an absolute beating. That was pretty good. Rancorous Archaic, not looking like the greatest of payoffs there. Oh, man. We don't even have our... I mean, this game would have been over if we had our 2-drop guy, because we would have just hit them for like 10 with it already. But, like, our deck is really kind of showcasing how you can tempo people out. Like, okay, let's just go with the old Rapier's Wit on this thing. I really want to go for Render Speechless, but I don't think I can. I guess I can, because if they kill something in response, I still have one valid target. So it's like not a 2-for-1 even. Because I still get to target them. So they kill my guy in response. I hit them for 5, take one of their other cards. Oh, I don't think I need that. Oh my gosh, they actually have no other cards in hand. Okay. Well, that's not something I anticipated. Okay, their hand is just garbage. Sure. Okay, we got him. So we do this. Like that. Like that. Bang. I mean, that is the downside of this card. When you play it and they have 3 lands in here. Oh, man. But yeah, maybe I should have played that earlier. I kind of forgot that it doesn't fizzle. Because a lot of those sorts of cards, they like... I don't know. I feel like historically they like would be fizzleable if you like they kill your guy in response. Because it's like an aura that does it or something. But the fact that it's just 2 targeting things is pretty good. Okay, let's get another victory here. Still have yet to see my glorious 2-drop, my friend, my champion. But if I find that guy in my opening hand at some point, it's going to be glorious. Get our dosage down. If I had a black 2-drop, I might consider playing that. But here we just want to get our highest power level guy out. And then we'll play this. Surveil 1. Sure, we'll keep a spell. I think at this point we just want to keep like any spell. Sure. We are going to kill this. Because we do not want to deal with them doing their shenanigans. This would not be a good trade for us, so. Okay, sure. Okay, that's huge. That's a great draw. That is a fantastic draw. We'll save our trick. We have plenty of mana. We can use it later. Tapping this thing is pretty good for us. Okay. Sure. So they're dead. We just got them. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. My gosh. Did they get a 1-mana spell that was relevant? I guess we'll find out. I wonder if they have Locust Spray in their deck or something. Like if they have like a board wipe in addition to this guy. But yeah. Our deck is humming! We've done it! We've cracked the code! Silverquill is nuts! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness. Feeling real good about this deck choice. Silverquill, let's go. 2-1. I like to play 5 rounds with these decks so I can get a sense for them, but also explore as many different decks as possible. So we've got 2 rounds left. We've guaranteed at least made it to the 5 rounds. That's always like the threshold in my head. I'm like, oh, I'm going to play 5 rounds. But if I go like 1-3, what a disaster. I didn't even make it to the 5 rounds. My decision was irrelevant. But here it looks like we're going to be able to make it. Ooh, nice little hand here. We can cycle the Locust Spray. So I will pretty happily do that to try to hit more land drops here, I think. Yeah, especially in the blue-green matchup. Okay, perfect. If I'd known I was going to draw 2 lands, I might have kept that, but you know. This isn't my best 2-drop, but it's a 2-drop, so better than nothing. I feel like I haven't yet had the perfect curve out. I mean, I've had some good games, don't get me wrong. But, like, I haven't gone, like, my 2-drop. I have 3 copies of the uncommon. Let's try to slow them down a little. You know, this sucks. Just why? This is just awful. It's just terrible. I've drawn all lands. Ah. Well, that's how you lose. I mean, you can't control these things, so you might as well just laugh about it. That's just the game, you know? Okay, okay. You know, it is good, though, that I have the lands, because that means that when I do draw my 10-drop, I'll be able to cast it. I need this to resolve. This is like my only spell. I'm working with just opening hand stuff here. This is a little bit of a new tactic I've been experimenting with. It's called the classic intimidation. Your opponent doesn't know that you have all lands. What actually happened was I saw that game where I used my discard spell and my opponent had all lands, and I thought that it looked fun to try to get your opponent like that. And, ooh, there's a card. That is a card. The Scolding Admin. Okay. Might as well send with the team. Oh, this could work out. Unless they block the 1-1. They might block the 1-1. They could be a real canny player. Oh my gosh, they have Prismari in their deck? That's cute. Yeah, they blocked the 1-1. Bummer. Yep. It's kind of funny because, like, I don't know. I don't love this card, but it's like kind of a role player utility thing in my deck. And, like, could be okay. That was a good block by them. If they block this guy, I'm in really good shape. This card has been pretty decent in my experience. The life gain matters a lot. Like, being able to gain 2 life on all of your instants or being a land, pretty nice. Whoa, they're missing land drops? Okay, well, I see. I would love to draw my target opponent discards a card. Oh, they're tapping out? Well, not technically. This thing could still do something, I guess. Okay. Oh, this does not do anything. Sad day. Let's just send in with the gang. I don't think I can beat many spells here, so we're just gonna... I think we let this trade happen. Would we rather have a 3-3 or a 2-2? Probably a 3-3, right? But the 2-2 drains them. Let's try to keep this guy alive. Keep their board completely empty. They're a little choked on mana, potentially. And, like, draining them for 1 is no joke. Like, if they play something we can kill... Is Repel Calamity just terrible? Like, does it not kill anything? The difference between 3 and 4 is substantial, but it's power or toughness. They're living in the beautiful zone of 3. If they had played Prismari, we could have killed it. Okay, well, that's something. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Oh, man. This is always a scary thought. If they kill my Scolding Admin, he gets to put his counters on something, which is nice. They discarded Return the Favor, okay. Play a giant creature that's trying to block. That's the dream, isn't it, opponent? No! Okay, well, the Poet's alive at least. Perfect. The Poet that just got the counter might have to bite the bullet. So that we can have 2 different creatures that are lethal threats. I think I'd rather have 2 2/2s than... Yeah, that's a bummer. A bummer indeed. Luckily they were out of red mana, so they couldn't gain the 2 life, but they're going to start stabilizing here. Just every decision I make is just wrong, isn't it? Like, that's what I've learned here, right? Just like I can't possibly ever make the right decision. If I'd drawn this guy last turn, I would have won easily, but, you know. They just, like, kill my entire board. Bummer. Oh, gosh. I guess having 2 2/2s was the wrong call, because they not only had the 1, but they had the 2nd. I should have anticipated it. Oh my gosh, what a terrible 2-drop to draw. Ennis costing me the game. Awful. Brutality. Okay, I can kill that next turn. It has Ward 2, though, so... Can't kill it just yet. Okay, so we're gonna play this guy first. Then we're gonna kill this. It's only Ward 2, right? Yeah. I will auto-pay, don't worry. I'm repelling a Calamity right here. Of course I will pay the 2. The Calamity must be stopped. Oh no, they have a protection spell? Oh gosh. There's no justice, is there? Or are they just deciding whether to concede? Bang! Let's go! They have to chump block now. They do have a clue token. I'm not going to go hover it, so that they don't necessarily know to sacrifice it. Okay. They're looking for like a 1-mana instant so they can cast it and gain 2 life and not have to jump block. Boom. Okay, we're still in it. I forgot this thing had first strike. It's a mythic rare. I mostly think of it as the lightning bolt guy. Okay, we're still in it. We're still fighting. Go, battle! Also, if we had kept our 3/3 around instead of our 2/2, if we had drawn Ennis, it would have been so good. We got so punished for being like, oh, the extra drains might be a really key part of things. So like, if we'd kept this guy around instead, like protected him, I guess they would have had the extra 1/3. So things would have been different. They would have been able to gain some life here. So there were lots of close decisions being made. I thought clearing the board would be a good call, but maybe not. Maybe I should have factored in the Ennis draw. The Ennis! Come on, deck! Go, go, go! Okay, they get back one thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they're just gambling it all. Oh gosh. What are they gonna find? Oh, we got there. Good game. Oh, that was a sick turn. Good game, good game. Well played, well played. Oh man, another land. Bang! Let's go! We got the win anyway. Huge silver quill for the victory! For championships! Oh my gosh. For glory. We're 3-1. We've guaranteed a winning record. Let's get the 4-1 so we can be like, silver quill is awesome. I mean, it is already awesome. We've kind of seen that. I mean, we were grinding there. We were playing classic land control for a while there. Our first 5 draw steps were lands, weren't they? It was a thing of beauty. I'm in that classic even keel where nothing can where nothing can phase me. Please have the 2-drop guy. No, okay. We do have a 2-drop though, so that's something. I would love to have a game where we just have our 2-drop uncommon guy. Maybe I'll play a bonus game with this deck if we win this one, just to try to get a game where I have the guy. Because playing the 2-mana uncommon on turn 2 seems like it would be absolutely nutty. Yep, this is their dream. This is what blue-green hopes and prays for. Meanwhile, my hopes and prayers are never answered. That's actually not true. I'm living the dream, baby. But, I'm just looking for my guy, the 2-mana dude. Oh my gosh, come on, deck. Cooperate. Oh, man. Well, luckily, they don't know. What the... I didn't even think of that. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad for me. Well, shucks. I'm pretty okay with this trade, honestly. Keep the board a little clear. I know I'm missing out on some drains, but I don't really want the board to be a super complicated affair. Because I want my tap spells to be able to actually do stuff, and... yeah. Oh, that card's a nightmare, isn't it? That god is a nightmare. Okay. So if they block here, I can shrink it. I need to spend my black. I kind of want to spend my black mana every turn, but I'm kind of choked on my mana situation. Let's just do this. They're eventually going to be able to gain a ton of life. I don't think we can pressure them through this guy right now. We really want to make sure we get value from this, I think. Okay. Sure. That's not good. No bueno, as they say. What? That's a crazy attack. That's an actually insane attack. What's happening here? That was a... I don't understand that attack. Okay. Well... let's start our engines here. Let's see if we can get this going. If we do draw another swamp and we can go Scolding Administrator, have a bite, buff up a Scolding Administrator, we can do some serious damage. We are choked on black mana right now. A swamp would be our best draw. We have 7 in the deck, so roughly 25% chance to hit it. That could be good. We have plenty of other good draws, though. I think we have 2 copies of this thing, so another Rapier Wit would be good. Honestly, our 4-mana play that looks at their hand and takes something could be good, too. Any land would let us play this thing, too. Okay, well, there goes Half a Bite. That day. We did play that kind of conservatively for a while. Sure. I hope they go for this flashback on Tome Blast. And I get to save my guy. That would be the dream. Oh, well, they have Quandrix, so perfect. Just what I needed. That's not a bad thing for me at all, is it? Shucks. Well, that's not good. Well, we might just accept our defeat to Quandrix. Or we could draw... If we draw a Swamp, we can get 3 targets in. Not my favorite. But we have a couple Menace guys and this Flyer. So if they block the Flyer... We can kill them if they don't block our stuff. Pretty easily, too. So we target... Yeah, they're not going to block because they're a coward. They think I have something there. This could be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's pretty clear that I want to play my Masterful Flourish here. Or maybe this. Interjection. And kill the Studious First Year. Because this would give this thing first strike. And then if I kill the Studious First Year, that just makes me better against their Menace stuff. And I kill the Fractal. And they're at 7. So if I draw a land, I win. Right? Right, deck? I mean, this thing's going to mess me up. But as long as they don't hit a Flyer, I draw a land. I play this guy. Give this guy flying. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, disaster. Oh, disaster strikes. No! Oh, and they hit a life gain spell? Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. Where is the justice? There is no justice. Only... What is it? There's no justice in hell or something like that. I don't know what it is, but that is the most... If they hadn't hit the life gain, we would win if we drew a land. Oh my gosh. Just silly. They didn't realize I had Vigilance. That's funny. Oh my god. We had them. We had them. Let's just double check it. 5, 6, 7. Thing of beauty right there, isn't it? Target opponent. Target a creature. So this will put my creature to a 6/6. This one to a 6/6. So if I bring this up to a 7/6/6, it'll be up to a 7/7. No, they both go up, get a counter, because I'm targeting a creature. So this will go up to a 6/6, naturally. Then this will bring it up to a 7/7/8/8. So that's not enough. This will make this a 6/6, 7/7. Get rid of that. Combat. This has trample, so my 1/1 flyer doesn't do a ton. If they go block here, I think I just need to keep my chump blocker back. No, they're going to kill my chump blocker anyway. I mean, they're definitely going to block my stuff. And then I can load up the counters on the flyer to be a blocker for their Quandrix. Okay. Please don't block. Got him! This is why you look up the cards in the set! The lethal! No one thought it could happen! They played Quandrix, they hit the life gain, the game was over, and Nicolai stayed strong! The victory to end all victories. This was the craziest turn I've ever seen in my... Maybe not craziest, but when they went Zaphi and the Tempests into Applied Geometry, copying... They copied Additive Evolution. And it was a 6/6. And then they cascaded into Potioner's Trove to gain 2 life to keep themselves alive. Oh, and winning that despite all of that. Oh, the glory, the glorious victory. Oh my gosh. And you know what's crazy? It's all because of the 1 point of damage that we bluff attacked through with our 1/1 flyer 2 turns before. Or maybe it was the last turn. Those turns were long. What a victory. What a total satisfaction. What joy. What glory. Oh my gosh. What a victory that was. Oh my gosh. If you made it to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag clutchadmin. Because we never drew him on turn 2, but we had him in the clutchness at the end of the game to just absolutely dominate. So hashtag clutchadmin to let me know you made it to the end. Thanks, Wizards, for the free preview access so I could get this recorded early. Ton of fun with this deck. Super awesome. And I've had a blast, as you could probably tell. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.